Hey YouTube, not been to Acoustic Corner for a while. So this is my pal's daughter's guitar, an SX, innovative by design, SX Baby. So I don't know, maybe a bit like the Ed Sheeran, a baby guitar. I'm not sure if this counts as a parlour guitar or not. So I basically took it away and strung it up. And to be honest, it's sounding so much better than it was last night when I was playing it. It is actually playable. I was thinking last night, Jen was like, that's pish. I was like, no, it should be good. So, I mean, we're talking for strummy along acoustic songs. It seems fine. Obviously, the biggest thing with these acoustics is the size of the guitar does matter to how loud it is, because this is quite small. I'm not sure about scale length. I've just got it in standard tuning. I do have 12s on it. It had 10s on it, 22.5-inch scale. So shorter. So maybe having 12s on it's a trick. But I mean, I thought when I was playing it last night, it was it seemed all right for playing softly, but when you absolutely battered it. Okay, it does have a wee bit of that in it. There's only so loud you can play it before it starts to sort of fart out a little bit. It's just physics, isn't it, I suppose? So, that being a baby guitar, I thought I might as well look at other ones as well. Here we have my... I think this is a parlour guitar. What did I say? That was 22.5-inch scale. This is 24-inch scale, which I think is still shorter than a normal dreadnought. It's already so much more open. This does not have new strings on it either. This guitar, I should really sell it. There's not really much point in having it, but the thing is I like it. It's a nice, I do like this size. It's a wee bit bigger than that one. Yeah, so I mean it is. I don't really know, I don't think there's probably that much to be saved price-wise by buying one that size. I wish I'd kept a Fender last week. It was kind of in the middle between this and that. I quite liked its size. But I mean, they're so much easier to play sitting down and all that. And I'll move on to there's my Scooby-Doo strap there. I don't know that. I have to go on that guitar. So here is my bought on my 18th birthday Yamaha. And it's like, ultimately, there's not, you can't really compete. Then the strings on this are a couple of years old for sure. They're kind of black looking. strings on it. This year I didn't actually. Normally at Christmas time I normally think, right, I'm going to look at the acoustics and I'm going to play acoustics this year a little bit more. Every time I come back to acoustic every year or something like that, I'm actually better at playing it because I just know more about notes. So I can kind of get the... I've totally gone off the acoustic over years. It used to be a valid thing. All my pals just always say, oh, acoustic songs, pure loved them, and I never really... They were never really for me. But I do have another couple of acoustic guitars. I've got a couple of Washburn ones, just when I started getting into the Washburn, the 80s Japanese ones. I wondered what an 80s Japanese acoustic was like, and they're fantastic. But I still stand by. This is a 411, an FG 411S. So it would be bought in 1998, 1996. I bought this very guitar in McCormick's, and it had the best D minor of all the guitars that were less than 300 quid in the shop. Actually, I retired this thing because I wore out the frets, and then I realised that I could actually dress the frets, so I stoned them down a bit, and now it's fine. Because I was always one for battering the A minor for some reason. It really does. An acoustic has such an orchestral thing going on. So I'll go back the way and see how this one's sounding. It does actually still sound pretty good. I was already frustrated. My intention of this video is to be slagging this off, but actually... I think it warrants a little bit more, which I've been kind of doing anyway a little bit. When I moved on to 9s, I found it a bit of a struggle trying to play lighter so you get more of a dynamic range. Try and play... like, which means if you play it softer, it's actually a bit, you have to be a little bit more accurate. But probably a more sensible thing. I mean, dynamics are not one of my great things. This is an awful lot clearer than that wee one. Look at the size of the fret markers in this. Still prefer an electric guitar. I don't know, I suppose this was meant to be a demo of the wee SX acoustic, and it's alright. Pretty good if you want a wee acoustic. I don't know, I suppose. I mean, the difference is if someone's playing this and someone's playing some idiot's battering out big chords on that, you're not hearing this at all. But for a beginner guitar or a travel guitar, you can't really go far wrong, I don't think. Or like a travelling minstrel. And you can still play the lead on it. Does have a wee bit of a tendency, which I find a wee bit like I had a Fender Teleacoustic, which probably was probably not that dissimilar to this sound wise, even though it was like shaped like a Telecaster. But it's just that one of those things that bass response and just general volume is dictated to how big this is. This is only thin and wee, therefore not as loud as this one, which is the same thickness but significant. It's got a slightly longer scale, which get you a bit more volume. It does have a lighter voice. I see, but what you got to do is you got to hit the strings harder, but you have to pick higher up, so you get more of a. I'm noticing that what I'm doing now when I'm playing acoustic is trying to fill out gaps, which I was never really able to do before. But it's basically just doing the normal chords, but having those wee twiddly bits you could put on all of them. You know, all those bits. You just got to be careful not to hit it too hard, or it blasts. I don't think this one has the same problem. I would have just been amazed at this. Yeah, so that's where the volume comes in. The volume isn't really that different when you're playing it softly. It's like different tonal qualities. But when you batter, hit them hard, the big ones, it's just like 10 of them. It's like a herd of elephants coming. And these strings are criminally old. Yeah, so there you go, I've talked enough about them. Acoustic guitars, I suppose you got to have one really, don't you? They're normally sort of wood coloured. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing in the world as an acoustic guitar. I'm going to have to find a better place to put my Scooby-Doo strap though, because I really like my Scooby-Doo strap. This was made in East Kilbride. I remember going to... trying to remember how to play that Thing with a Gold. I hadn't really thought about it. Trying to play the Western theme tune stuff on this. I'm sure it's easy chords. Da, da. Yeah, okay. I might actually just stick, I've actually got some sets of acoustics, I might stick acoustic strings on that, seeing as the summer's coming in, and maybe have a wee go at, maybe try and do some acoustic stuff, because acoustic guitars, like the bass, if you learn a wee bit on the bass, you automatically just get better at electric guitar, and it's the same with acoustic. Playing the acoustic for a couple of days a month will improve my guitar playing greatly. Just wee things there, just like even just playing it for a couple of minutes there, the strumming thing, you get so much more power and dynamics in the strumming. You can't really do that in electric. A minor C, A minor C, D, F. Rock on. See you all tomorrow.